Hello, Santa Clarita, and welcome to Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. You are listening to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. I'm Doug.
I'm John.
John?
Doug, how you doing, man?
How are you? How's your week?
Great day.
What's so great about it?
This is a great time of year, Doug. Football's in the air.
No way. See all the stuff that's going on?
Doug. Oh, come on. Get your head out of your newspaper.
The president's driving me nuts. I was going to write my column this week, John. And I said,
your
okay.
rant?
Yeah, my rant. And I go, okay, I'm tired of ranting about the president. I'm not going to do it.
But
when I sat down to type, that's all that could come out of my fingers. I couldn't help myself.
Oh, come on, Doug.
I'm sorry. It's driving me nuts, John.
It's not that bad. And
you know what drives me what drives me nuts the most is his aversion to energy independence in our country. We have so much natural resources right now, and it would be such a boon to our economy if he would just let some of this go. Let's produce our own stuff.
Let go, Doug. Let go. We got a great show today.
I don't care about the show.
We've got some cool things.
I care about the economy. I care about my business.
Doug, we've got some charity events coming up.
That's all good and well. That's all good and well, but the president's driving me nuts.
We've got a review of some cool restaurants and some nightlife in Santa Clarita. Doug, come on.
Did you hear that speech he gave last week or the week before? He wants to do the same stuff he did before. He says, we need to spend a lot more money to stimulate this economy. How's that working for you so far, Mr. President?
Doug, have you taken your blood pressure medication this morning?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good, because that's important, especially at your age. Of course, I really can't talk, can I?
And you know what else is and what drove me crazy? He said we need to raise the minimum wage.
Doug.
Hello?
Doug, we're going to talk about the Dodgers.
Okay.
Better?
That makes you feel better.
A little better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We've got a big show coming. Music. You like music?
Yeah, what about it?
Do you like Tony Bennett?
Yeah, why?
Okay, see? We're going to talk about all kinds of cool shows that are coming up.
I know, but still, you don't know what's going on, John.
I do know, Doug, I do know what's going on. I read the Santa Clarita Gazette and Free Classified every week.
Now I feel better.
Okay, and we just plugged your news.
And you know what else? In the speech, he goes, you know what's really fouling me up is these phony scandals in Washington. Mr. President, I'd like to know which phony scandals you're talking about. Is it the IRS scandal?
Is he going to be on line one soon?
Is it the Benghazi scandal,
You're going to get 30 minutes with a candidate? Is that what you're looking for?
Is it where the NSA targeted people and listened to phone conversations and targeted Fox News reporters? Is that a phony scandal?
Mr. President, if you're listening, you can call us at 661-298-KHTS and ask to talk to Doug or John. I'm sure we'll take your call. We'll put you right through. You won't even have to talk to our board op. Doug, you got to lighten up a little bit, okay?
It's just driving me nuts.
There's a lot of stuff going on. But there's a lot of stuff that's good, too. Think about all the cool stuff. You saw the list of the show. We've got all these great people on, all these great guests, all this great information in your magazine, in your newspaper, that people are going to want to see and want to hear about and want to read about.
I know, but this is in there, too.
Yes. So what did your counterpart have to say? I understand that you have a little shadow.
I'm not going there. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but the week before I wrote, the only thing that was on the news last week, and this was 2-3 weeks ago, was about the royal baby and about the Trayvon Martin Zimmerman case.
The Zimmerman case, yeah.
That was all, and he ripped me for that. What did he say here? I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, Doug. At the very least, putting on somebody else other than your opinion in your paper, in your newspaper, is a good idea.
And some of the stuff he wrote, I can't even read on the air. About Anthony, who's popping up again as the top news story.
There we go. I knew that was. I was figuring we were going to talk about that eventually. I figured that subject would come up at some point in time.
Oh, look! Listen! Hey, wait a minute! Listen, what this guy wrote about Miss Kate. He goes, "Oh, Mr. Doug, that's me," and this guy's writing to me. Can continue to follow Kate and wonder how only moments after sweating bullets, believing she was birthing a Buick, managed to emerge with her hair and makeup all perfectly in place.
Wouldn't that be Prince Buick?
All right, I think I got it out.
Are you done now, Doug? Because. Okay. Well, why tell people?
I hate to be negative, but
okay, then be positive.
But the president drives me nuts, John. I can't help it.
Doug, maybe you should have like defected to Russia. You could have stayed in the airport.
Oh, and that's another thing.
Why did I know that was?
What did the paper say today? It goes, the Russia raised the U.S. ire by keeping Snowden. You know, I bet Russia was really shook up when our president said, "Hey, you guys, can you let that guy go and come over back to us?"
All right, Doug, there's stuff that I don't agree that the president does. I'm really sure there's stuff that even the most ardent supporter of Mr. Obama doesn't like that Mr. Obama does. Okay, the vacations, don't even get started. Don't get started. Breathe.
You know
relax.
how much? You know how much they're going to spend on this vacation? I think he started it today, didn't he?
We're not going to go there, Doug. Okay.
But the country is $1 trillion in debts, and he's spending millions on personal vacations.
Yes. More or less than his successors.
I don't have an answer.
Thank you. Let it go, Doug. Okay. How is it going to affect you? That's
right.
You know something. We're going to talk politics later, but we're going to talk about how politics are going to affect you. Okay, how's that sound?
All right. Okay.
So we won't go into this big nebulous fight. You don't have to fight with your friend in the newspaper. You can fight with. How is this going to affect you? What's your bottom line, and how is it going to work for you?
Well, I could spend the whole show talking about that. I'm a business owner, small business owner.
We will.
If they raise minimum wage on me, you know what that's going to do? That's going to cause me to have to lay people off and not hire people.
All right, Doug. Whatever.
You asked.
You're listening to Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station.